things I don't like, and this is just gonna be complaining, by the way, because I'm not allowed to complain. It ends up in a fight, and then I end up crying, so, slay. Um, Teachers who can't teach. It's your entire fucking job to be able to teach, so why the fuck can't you? Also, when teachers lose your assignments, and then tell you that you have to make it up, even though they lost your assignment, they admit they lost your assignment, but when you bring it up to a teacher, another teacher, or like a counselor or something, they go, I never said that. I don't lose assignments. Like, yes, the fuck you do. Also, when you're listening to music with someone, especially if they're like the driver in the car, and it's their car, so they can have the music, which fine, whatever. But then they never ever listen to a song all the way through. They skip it like halfway through every song. Every song. That pisses me off. Like, I thought you liked the music. That's why you're playing it, right? Because you like it. So then why the fuck are you skipping every single song? Make that make sense. Also, people who say that, like, Animal Crossing and, Stardew Valley and games like that aren't real video games. They're in the video game section, aren't they? Yeah. Therefore, they are video games. I feel like that's just, dumb. Sure, I'm not, like, a pro gamer or whatever, because I don't play fucking, like, Call of Duty and have racist slurs and homophobic slurs and misogynist slurs thrown at me constantly. Thank you. And just, like, being around that, like, I'm white, so, like, doesn't make it any less weird for me to hear racist slurs towards other people, not normally towards myself, because, again, but, still, people who don't give any warning at all when, like, showing up to somewhere, specifically, like, to my house, like, any warning at all, and I'll be fine, like, 5 minutes, I don't even need 5 minutes of warning, to just let me know you're coming over, like, even if it's a couple minutes beforehand, that's all I need. Don't just show up at my door, like, what if I'm busy? What are you gonna do then? What if I'm in the middle of a huge fight with my mom and you just show up my door, like, just knocking, just, yo, what's up? And I'm just here, tears streaming down my face, snot everywhere, unable to speak or breathe. What'd you gonna do then, huh? You gonna walk away? Couldn't give me 5 minutes, 2 minutes even warning to just, like, what if I'm not home? Like, just give me a couple minutes warning so I can be like, hey, not home, or, hey, okay, let me just go, like, put actual clothes on, maybe, in some of my weird-ass pajamas. What else was I gonna say that I don't like? I don't like a lot of things, being 100% honest with you, but, I don't like people who, specifically the guys, teenage guys, like, 16 who go, I haven't read a book since, like, 3rd grade, like, how? Like, how have you not read a book since 3rd grade? Like, I mean, I read a lot, okay? Like, I have a problem, but how have you not read a book since 3rd grade? You were in high school. You're telling me you haven't picked up a little comic book? Not even a cookbook? A magazine? I count those. A dictionary? Like, half of what I read is, like, juvenile fiction, because Percy Jackson, technically juvenile fiction, but also, should it be? I feel like should be for older kids, and they should just let them curse, but that's just me. People who, like, see my bracelets and go, you should get more bracelets, but, like, sarcastically, like, I am actually thinking of getting more bracelets. Thank you. Do you have a problem with my little, I like the sound it makes, and also it's just nice to have something to play with, because I fidget a lot, I move my hands when I speak, but also, like, if there's people around me, if I'm holding something sharp, like a knife, I'll be like, homophobes, they piss me off, people who defend old people, like, so there's, like, an 8-year-old, and he's, like, super misogynistic or homophobic or racist or something, they piss me off, of course, but you know who else pisses me off? The people are like, yeah, but, like, they grew up in a different time. Yeah, well, they have had all of the time since then to get over it. And people who, like, I'll say something, say, like, this is a very, like, basic example, I don't like cheese, and so they try and argue with me, so, like, they start an argument, but they go, I never said that, like, cheese was good, like, then what are we arguing for about? Like, if I say something concrete, like, pink is a bad color, and someone goes, I disagree, and starts arguing with me, I feel like that means that they think pink is a good color. Not that, I mean, some people think pink is a good color. I mean, I don't necessarily think that, but, like, I can see why people would, and also that, like, sometimes it can be a good color. No. You argued with me when I said something as basic as, this thing is bad. Meaning, you argue with me as, this thing is good. Because I never said this thing is always bad 100% of the time and can never, ever, ever be good. I never said that. Because if I said that, that'd be a different story. People who don't like animals, like, I get if you're, like, allergic, so you don't want to be around them, but, like, you hate animals, really? How can you hate animals? They're just better, you know? Like, my phone rest that sees him hold my phone, it's literally just my dog. My dog's butt. Because he's asleep. Well, he was asleep. I woke him up with my butt bounce, but it's okay. He'll fall back asleep soon. His name is Costello, by the way, and, yeah, those are some things that piss me off. Some other things. Men, you know, specifically men who are, like, friends with you, but then go and say something along the lines of, oh, you know, like, I don't get why feminism exists, blah, 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 blah. So then you send him, specifically on TikTok, and this is a very specific example, I know, but a bunch of TikToks about why feminism needs to be exist and what it's like to be a woman, because this is a man, by the way, and he is decidedly not a woman. He is a cishet man, and was a good friend. He was a cool friend. Pretty nice. Kind of came out of his shell once I got him away from his family, and then he moved away, and then suddenly he's misogynistic again. Which, I mean, he wasn't really, as far as my knowledge. But he goes like, I mean, feminism doesn't exist, like, doesn't need to exist, and, like, if you... He had sent me, like, he had reposted this bitch-ass TikTok. I was like, if you disagree with that, then you're snowflake. And so I said to him, like, as of right now, since last time he responded, 16 TikToks about what it's like to be a woman and why feminism needs to exist. And he hasn't responded to any of them. He ignored me for, like, a month and a half. But then, as of today, he just sent me some random video that had nothing to do with anything and didn't respond to any of my TikToks. Didn't like them. Didn't, like, just do the double tap, didn't say, hey, you're right, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry for thinking that, I'm sorry for saying that. No. He didn't. But I'm gonna keep sending them to him until he does respond, because fuck that. Fuck him. Also, people who are like, why do you get more books that you haven't read yet? Because, like, you haven't read them yet, I mean, and you also haven't read any of your other books. I'm sorry, it's... What if I wake up one day and want to just read this little book right here? This was free. And read this book because it's on my shelf and I'll have it within reach. And I've wanted to read it. I'm just in the middle of, like, 5 other series right now. Again, I've got a problem. Also, people who make fun of, like, sorry, Costello. You know, just people who make fun of people for having stuffed animals. Like, I got stuffed animals. I got a little bear, a little graduating bear that, I got from a estate sale that I got from free. Cute. And this one is one of the ones that, like, it's a little bit of a difficulter one to do. That, like, it just flips upside down. Like, well, not upside down, inside out. But, like, see, it gets like this, and then this is the difficult part. You just gotta, like, kind of just, you know, shove it in. Come on. It was a gift from a friend. They saw it and they thought of me, and it's adorable, and I love it. And then I have my little flying pumpkin bat thing. Where did my penguin go, by the way? Costello, are you laying on my penguin? I have this cute little penguin. It's like this big, and it's pink, and then the under of its like, little flipper wings is dark purple, and I've had it since I was, like, 5 a really little kid. I got it from my Aunt Jeannie. Where did it go? Costello, where's my penguin? As a little kid, I called it Pangui for the longest time. I love it still. I named it Trixie at one point. I just haven't, actually. Sorry about my movement. I'm trying to find it. What is this? Where is it? Oh. It's a really nice book. But I'll show you later. And I also have a frog that was a gift from a friend. It was like a late Christmas gift, but I can't find that either. I think my dog's laying on it. So what if I have stuffed animals? So what if I watch kids shows? I'm 18. I like doing it. What's wrong with doing that? What's so bad about enjoying something that was made for kids as an adult? Like, it's fun. There's very little doom and gloom. And if there is doom and gloom, it's solved using the power of fucking friendship. And what's wrong with the power of friendship, huh? The power of friendship is wonderful and amazing, and I love my friends. So I love the power of friendship. Thank you very much. Trying to think what else. Pisses me off. A lot of things. Piss me off. Like, a lot of things piss me off. People who don't knock. Like, I'm not allowed to lock my door because I'm still in high school. I have a job, though. Hopefully I'll be able to move out soon. But I'm not allowed to lock my door. I do it anyways most of the time. But no one in my house knocks. Like, they'll just, boom, open the door as fast as possible. Like, no warning. I'm always, like, I always have only one AirPod in because I'm listening, like, the footsteps going past. They don't knock. Like, what if I'm in here changing? What if I'm butt naked? There's 3 men in my house and none of them knock. What's that about, huh? My mom doesn't knock. I don't care if she's a woman. We're not blood related. She does not need to be seeing my 18-year-old self butt naked. Just, they need a knock. I don't own the house, don't own the room, don't pay for the room, I don't rent it. But I feel like it's just common decency to knock. Like, am I crazy for that? Am I crazy for thinking, hey, either let me lock my door or learn to knock? I also mentioned that thing about when people only, like, listen to half a song and, like, skip it. I probably did, but that pisses me the fuck off. Tape. Specifically, like, Scotch tape, because it's not that strong. Like, I have some decorations up on my wall that have, like, way more tape than they should, because they don't stay up. And I still have some that fell, and some that are, like, hiding right now because they fell, and I was too lazy to go behind my big-ass bed and get them. My bed's a little funky, and I'd have to crawl, like, get in this little crawl space. It's, like, the doorway's, like, that big, and I'm a big girl. I don't fit through that very well. Yeah. That's some stuff that pisses me off. Fortnite players. Like, I play Fortnite because my friend and her boyfriend do. I played with them for a while, and I get some of the appeal. Like, it's nice winning. But specifically the ones who try really hard, but then make fun of people by calling them tryhards, as if trying hard, trying to do something well is bad. Does that make sense? I'm a little tired, and also I just got done, like, crying my fucking eyes out. Because I don't cry in public, and express very much emotion in public. I save all that up, just like, I barely express emotion at home. I just kind of, like, boom, 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 shove it all down until it's, like, this, like, big old concoction, and then it just goes, and I can't hold back. But I'm not really allowed to express emotion. I'm hoping, like, videoing my emotions and stuff, and posting them somewhere, even though no one's gonna see it. Like, and if you do, like, if someone is watching this, if someone has made it 15 minutes into my video that I'm filming on my phone after I got done crying and in my goddamn bed, hi, my name is Jazzy. I probably should have introduced myself at the beginning. I'll probably put, like, an introduction after if I do decide to post this, just because I feel like having them somewhere, like, chronicled, even if just on some stupid little YouTube channel, might help. I'll probably, if I do decide to post it, because I've been thinking about like losing weight and I've been trying, but it hasn't been going well. Mainly because I don't exercise a lot, because getting out of my bed every morning, even to go to school, is a lot of work. Getting out of bed to go to work makes me want to die. And the thought of like running, I hate running. It makes me, yeah, I'll cry if I think about running too much. It's not great. And I stress eat and I eat my emotions. So that plus low metabolism plus not exercising enough, because unless it's doing something, like if I'm hiking, yeah, swimming, let's go. Biking, that can be fun depending. But like going on a walk just to like exercise, running in pretty much any form. Like I can do it for a little bit, like when I'm playing a game. That I don't, you know, does anyone else have a problem? Like I tried yoga for a while. I don't actually have room in my room to do so. Um, yeah. But I've been told that like doing exercise might make me less have less emotions, if that makes sense. You know? Um yeah. The, another thing that makes me mad is when you're expected to not have a reaction to anything, but you're also expected to understand when everyone else reacts to something. Like, does that make sense to you guys? Like the way I worded that, I struggle with wording things sometimes, and speaking, I ramble a lot, and then I'll do a lot, and I'll stutter, or I'll do that thing where I'm like, like my words will just kind of like chop into the very first bits, or my sentences won't make sense. I feel like I have dyslexia, but for speaking, if that's a thing, I mean, ADHD, which I know I have that, then autism, which I might have that. Another thing that makes me annoyed and mad is how hard it is to get, like, a autism diagnosis. Because I don't know, I feel like there's only, because I live in Washington, there's very few places in Washington that, like, you can get one, and I think there's actually, like, one or maybe two, and one is, like, the one I know of is like hours away from me, and it's like a super long wait list, forever. And I've done the RADSAR test online, but still, you know. And I'm like one of those people who like I fidget, but not like in the way that people like fidget spinners or like little things. I just kind of like play with things that are around me or move my hands, and it can be distracting for me and for other people. But it's like I've never had a fidget that like, you know, because I need something repetitive but easy to do. Like maybe something like two little balls, but like longer balls, obviously, that just kind of like, you know, does that exist? I'll look it up probably. Yeah, I feel better now. I'll probably post this just to do so. Also, that makes pissing me off. Another thing is how I can always have acne. No matter how often I wash my face, no matter how little I let my little doggy dog lick my face, any of that. You wanna say hi, Bubbles? You wanna say hi? Oh, look at you, you're just a good little baby. Also, people who don't like it when I baby talk my dog or other animals, too bad. He's my child. They're all my children. I have so many children. That was a close-up of my forehead. Yeah. I don't know how to end this. I didn't really know how to open it. I just kind of went into it. Have a nice day if you watched this. If you got this far, I mean, that's wild. I never thought you would, but probably no one's gonna see this. And if they don't, fine with me. I kind of hope no one sees it, but also, like, imagine just blowing up on YouTube randomly because you decided to, like, you just got done crying and you were gonna talk about things like, you know? I need to read my roots. I might just wait till my hair grows out. Yeah. insert random music by artist.